Hey everyone, it's Denise Brown from caringourway.com. I have been following the wildfires in Los Angeles, and it is horrific, devastating, heartbreaking. Whenever we have a climate disaster like this, I read newspaper articles that include interviews with family caregivers trying to figure this out. This morning, I read an article that included an interview with a young man caring for his dad, trying to figure out how to evacuate. Luckily, the evacuation order did not include and does not seem to include where he lives. Thank goodness. He is still trying to navigate, though, without power. Yeah, it just leaves you without words. What individuals have to figure out when there's a disaster. And we know that a caregiving experience already feels like a crisis, and then add in a catastrophe, and it is unbelievable. This young man who cares for his father shared he was getting ready to evacuate. He was loading up his car and he had a panic attack. And when they interviewed him, which was several hours later, he was still recovering from this panic attack. Of course, he had a panic attack. Of course. I am committed in 2025 to help as many individuals as possible create a family emergency plan. And one of the plans that's a family emergency is a weather disaster. And it is so important that we have a plan to think through what to do if we have to evacuate, if we lose power, if we are stuck in the house without help and support and services. It's so important that we think this through because we're all going to be impacted by this. And it's worse when we're impacted during our caregiving experience. I first started offering family emergency planning in 2019. I had been doing a survey of family caregivers, and over, family caregivers said they didn't have a backup plan. And I think part of that is you can't think of who's my backup, right? So you get stuck in, I don't have a backup. And I thought, we've got to help family caregivers figure this out. We can't leave them just thinking, I don't have a backup, which means I don't have a plan. We have to help them figure this out. So myself and certified caregiving consultants have been offering free monthly planning sessions to help you create a family emergency plan. And we're doing more of that in 2025 because I'm really committed in 2025 that as many people as possible have a family emergency plan. We have a special space in our community, caringourway.com, dedicated just to a family emergency planning. You can join that space and download our free guide. In addition, you can register to join us for our free meetings. On a monthly basis, we meet on the fourth Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll add in more meetings as we move through the year. So when you join our space, you'll be notified of another meeting that's happening. These are free meetings, and you can join as many of these free meetings as you'd like. In addition, if you'd like more personalized support after attending a free meeting, you can book sessions with our certified caregiving consultants, and they'll tell you what their reasonable rate is for personalized, tailored support. It's an amazing investment in your peace of mind when someone else who gets it helps you with your own plan. Part of the certified caregiving consultant training includes training on how to help family caregivers with a family emergency plan. So our consultants have been trained about leading these sessions. During the training, they also practice leading these sessions so that when the training program ends, they can help. So important. And I think it's so important to know that we all get stuck in the idea that I don't have a backup. And I want to help you figure this out by talking out what are the possibilities and options. Because I think we can figure it out. And I'd love for you to connect with us during our free monthly planning sessions so that we can help you figure it out. Again, we have a space devoted to family emergency planning on our community, caringourway.com. You can join that space. It's free to join. You can download our free guide and then register to join us for one of our planning sessions that we will have available throughout every month because I am so committed to this. It's imperative that we support you with a family emergency plan. Imperative. Imperative. Okay, so go to caringourway.com, look for our family emergency planning space, and join us. And I'll include a link in our show notes. Thanks so much for all you do.